Some goddamn energy. Fuck. What up, guys? Not a lot of people know this, but the past couple of months, I've actually been watching, oh my God. I've been watching this dude, Patrice O'Neal, for like a good minute now. I'm not gonna lie, this dude is probably one of the ruthless people I've ever heard, ever. He's honestly Andrew Tate today. Like, I promise you, if this dude had an actual social media platform, women would hate this dude. But he talks straight fast. Like, nothing he says that logic is not behind. You feel me? Like, he will tell you something straight up, and it will make so much sense that it will piss you off how much it makes sense. I promise you. We gonna check in. He is called Patrice O'Neal Destroys a Feminist.
Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house after the Imus debacle? With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio, and also our favorite stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neal.
Thanks, sir.
Patrice, are O&A next?
I hope not. I wish JB and I was going to lose their job or Imus. It's funny, this is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm going to speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to try to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot, but your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe.
I feel like people don't really understand it. I'm glad he said that. People live in different worlds. Like, I see on my social media as I scroll through, it's not the same thing that a vegan tree hugger might see on they timeline. My fault. I don't want to offend nobody when I say that. I'm just saying, like, for example. So, like, we all have different perspectives to this life. What the fuck am I talking about? We all don't live in the same world. We all don't have the same biological backgrounds. You only know what a certain person posts.
But I'm trying to make fun of I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
Sonia?
You know, what's happening now, it's the marketplace.
Okay.
Is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are
just... Is this the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or are you speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Openy because they were just so outrageous, and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now people in this country are tired. You know what? I don't care if they're trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was hilarious.
Show, when you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious. It's called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant. And anybody who read it laughed because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fire.
Have every right to be as funny as they...
Bro, and that's how it is today. As I watch this dude, I promise you, I'm like, he's really like the Sneeko, Andrew Tate of present time. Like, bro, like before Sneeko, Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate, before them, it was this dude. But he didn't have a social platform that people could really like, this nigga on, you feel me? Like, now they trying to cancel niggas. This nigga was uncancelable. The world today is really ran on emotion, and you can see it with how they really try to get certain people off of certain platforms. But see him, this dude was doing radio shows and TV shows and comedy. Like, we couldn't really get on a certain website and, oh my God, this dude is terrible. I can't stand his face. Get him off of everything.
They could go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's happening. There is a change in this country. People are realizing they have an opportunity to speak out And advertisers are listening.
You're
radio
not talking.
stations
You're
are
not talking.
listening.
You're not talking to who I talk
and
to.
you're not going to get paid as much money anymore.
Sonia and Patrice,
That's
look
what
at
it
this.
is. The marketplace.
More
is
CBS
speaking.
radio fire-ins. They've been on a tear lately.
All right.
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you read that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Well, you think
Who's
she's
the
a
PC
PC
cop?
cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and
he's a
fired
fool. He's an
and
absolute
fired.
fool.
Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You can't tell me this is not how society is ran nowadays. As soon as somebody gets butthurt about what anybody says, he's out of here, gone. Get your ass gone. I'd be like, what? That is not how it's supposed to be. You feel me? He really spoke on it. He spoke on this before anybody. He was unapologetically himself. And you gotta respect that. Altogether, you gotta respect that.
You should be.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
You know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these
to
people?
decency in this country?
Who are the people?
A new
How can
sense
you,
of
Patrice?
entitlement.
Here's my question. How can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead. That isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United States.
Throw that at me.
Well, why not?
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke may funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. That you don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them.
You've heard a funny rape joke?
I say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you
Wrong.
hit her in the head just the right
No,
time.
it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, arg! It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called a
freezes
donkey
up,
punch.
Which will then.
Why are you laughing? She's outraged.
He has his logic to it, but he makes it funny too. Like, it's like, how could you be mad? It's just a joke. These are all jokes, and he's proving her right there that it's just a joke. He's not making a serious deal out of her trying to be a lawyer on TV. Basically derailing her by being himself, putting a funny content into what he said, because that's what it is at the end of the day. He's not going against his grain just because she doesn't like it. And I feel like that's what Sneeko and Andrew Tate do nowadays. They speak their mind. It might not appeal to everybody, but it's their truth. You can like it or not. They're not gonna derail off of what they said just because you don't like it.
It's called the donkey punch. It's called humor that she has no clue what it
You have the
is.
same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during young black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. Come on now. Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy headed part, she has nothing to do with. Just the hoe.
Promise you, you could tell he was ruthless back then. He's himself at the end of the day, and we gotta have more people like that nowadays. I promise you, Andrew Tate, Sneeko is not enough. We need a bunch of people actually, sticking up for what they believe in and not what the social cue is. You feel me? Like, it's getting wicked out here, and I really respect that. I wish that dude was still alive. Dude died at 51. That shit is crazy, man. But hey, that's my social medias. Like the video. I'm gonna see you on the next one now.
You need to roll up.